Hello guys, you're welcome back to Naija News and Entertainment. Rosie speaks on her journey in the ultimate love, how she fell for kachi. After emerging winners of the maiden edition of Ultimate Love, Nigeria's first romance-inclined reality television show, the winning couple, Rosie and Kachi, in this interview, discussed their journey to find love in an interview with The Sun. Here is an excerpt from the interview by Damilola Fatumise. Now, Rosie said, "Yes, of course, when I came to Ultimate Love, I was in search of love. I had already given up on love. So my coming to the love part was for love, and to leave the show as a couple, not single." Kachi also said, "I entered the love part with an open heart as an individual to find genuine and unconditional love. Yes, it was tough at some point, but in the end, my wish came through." Now, Rosie was asked, did becoming the winners of the maiden edition of Ultimate Love come as a surprise, and what do you think swung things in your favor? Rosie replied, "Yes, winning came as a surprise to me. I didn't expect it, but only anticipated and prayed to win. Truly, I don't know if anything swung things in our favor because from the beginning to the end, we were just ourselves." Kachi: "Yes, it came to me as a surprise because I wasn't expecting it, but I give thanks to God for making it possible." Second question they were asked was, prior to Ultimate Love, what was your individual love life like? Rosie replied, "My love life was more like a single mom, just taking care of her son and facing her career. I was not interested in having any relationship or entering any because of the specs that were trying to be around me." Kachi also replied, "My love life was characterized by uncertainty and heartbreaks. To a point, I decided to focus more on building my career. But I am grateful to God that my story has changed because I have found my one and only true love." They were also asked, when did you know that he or she was the one? Rosie replied, "I knew Kachi was the one when I understood how patient, calm, strong, and persistent he was in having me, and he meant it. Also, after the crushes came and left, the fear of losing him became strong, and that was when I realized he was the one, and I had fallen in love with him." Kachi also replied to that question saying, "I knew Rosie was the one when we had our first speed date in the love pad. But most importantly was when she led me into her heart by sharing a secret she had never discussed with anyone. So that built my trust and love for her." They were also asked, what was the biggest sacrifice you both made in your relationship in the love pad? Rosie replied, "We initially were always around each other and not mingling with others, and we both decided to balance it and mingle with other love guests and spend less time with each other." Kachi also replied, "To stay true, love, trust and support each other regardless of the outcome of the show." Did you see any threats to your relationship when it started? Rosie replied, "No. When our relationship started, I didn't see any threat. Only the fact that I personally needed to see what was right in front of me, that he loves me and wanted me." Kachi replied, "Yes, but because I handed it over to God, he took charge in a remarkable way and then turned things to my favor." They were also asked, what would you say were the highlights of your stay in the love pad? Rosie said, the highlights of my stay in the love pad are too many to number. However, I enjoyed the master classes, tasks, and presentations for different ethnic groups, cooking, painting, and pottery, but in particular, the couple game show. Kachi replied, there were several of them. Firstly, I learnt a whole lot from the different facilitators Auntie brought into the house to educate us on relationship, marriage, sex and love language, etc. Secondly was when I completed a task of making Italian cuisine, pasta puttanesca, for my baby. She really enjoyed it and asked for more. The third was when Auntie tested my love for Rosie by bringing in her crushes to the love pad. Finally was when she reassured me of her love for me. Guys, what a highlight. They were also asked, what did you think of the tasks that were given in the love pad? How insightful were they? Rosie replied, the tasks in the love pad were insightful. They were educational and creative, which I was always looking forward to because they brought out the creativity in me, made me understand things I didn't know, and gave me a clearer understanding of things I already knew. For example, the knotting of tie. I understood there were other ways to knot a tie and cooking different cuisines. Kachi replied, all the tasks in the love pad were educative, inspiring, and mind-blowing. I learned how to braid hair, how to tie gele, how to apply makeup on my love's face and get her ready for an event, how to prepare delicious Italian cuisines for her, not forgetting the charade, etc. The experience was worth it. Thank you, Auntie. Questions kept rolling in as they were asked, who among the other love guests did you connect with the most and why? Rosie replied, I connected with Chris because of her honesty and bluntness. She says it as it is, Bolanle for her energetic, hearty, and fun personality. AB because she constantly reminded me of why I came to the love pad and she also had my back. Meriting because she is wise and I call her the wise woman. Kachi replied and said Arnold and Chrisville. Arnold because he is fun to be with. Chrisville because he is articulate, business oriented and fun to be with. Guys, I know Kachi's answer is true for a fact. They were also asked, did you have a game planned for the nominations? Rosie replied, I didn't have any game plan for the nominations. I never sat down with anyone to plan anything concerning the nominations. In fact, most times, I asked Kachi by Saturday who we would nominate, and he would tell me I should wait until after eviction to decide. Kachi said, I never had a game plan. My baby and I literally don't discuss nominations until Sunday, so we nominated as the spirit led. They were also asked, how would you describe your relationship with Preshdavid? Is there a possibility of reconciling your differences outside the love pad? Rosie said, my relationship with Preshdavid is cordial, no bad blood, negativity or toxicity from Roksie. I am aware of any differences that might have transpired again for there to be another reconciliation. Kachi replied, I am open to friendship. I have never held grudges against anyone. I have extended the olive branch to Preshdavid on several occasions in the house. So if they wish to be friends with Roksie, our arms are wide open to receive them. Winning the show. They were also asked if winning the show will certainly put them in the limelight. How do you hope to cope with your new status as a celeb? Rosie replied, the new status as a celeb is not easy, I tell you. The pressure from left, right, up, down, and center. But all we do is pray about it and commit it into God's hand for guidance, direction, clarification, truth, discernment, and wisdom. Kachi replied, I have handed it over to God to take charge and direct my path and utterances. They were also asked, did you expect Kachi to formally propose to you at the finale? Rosie replied, no, I didn't expect Kachi to formally declare his intention to propose at the finale because we had spoken about it and had agreed that after he must have seen my parents and spoken to them, he would propose. So I was surprised when he did, but I was extremely happy at the same time that he did propose and commit to me. What date are you looking at for the wedding? Rosie said, yet to be decided. When decided, it will be communicated publicly. Kachi replied, we will communicate officially when we finally agree on a date. They were asked lastly, any words for your fans? Rosie said, words for my fans are no bad blood, please. Let us all be ambassadors of peace and let love lead because love lives here. We also want to thank them all across Nigeria, Africa, and the world for the support, prayers, advice, love, time, loyalty, and dedication towards me, Kachi, and Roksie. I love them, we love them all, and they shouldn't stop praying for us. Rock Nation, we rock. Kachi also replied, the sky is big enough to accommodate us all. Forgive easily. Do unto others what you want them to do to you. Do not hate, but let love lead. Above all, put God first in all that you do, and the sky will be a starting point for you. Guys, this is how it all happened, and the questions that were asked by the son. So guys, which question do you have for Roksie? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you.